EVOTVtime.
TSA would contact our dispatch.
And how much was the money?
The money, the smallest amount in a suitcase that I heard was like $750,000. But generally, it was anywhere from $1 million to $6 million in a suitcase.
It's just a suitcase full of millions of bucks, 1 million, 6 million, 10 million, whatever. Just a bunch of Somalis with a bunch of suitcases in a airport going to, oh, never mind. Guys, it's so good to see you. And I actually had a funny AI cloned clip of my dog saying some dumb shit, but I chickened out. So maybe I'll show it to you later. I just couldn't do it because we got a lot to discuss today. I'm digging back into this Minneapolis thing for just a little bit. I'm going to show you some clips that I know you haven't seen to give you more context, no matter what side you're on, so you can understand it a little bit better. Hopefully, if you're new here, my name is Evo. This is EVOTVtime, where I will be your guide for the next few minutes, highlighting current events, including interviews, podcasts, news, the media at large, and the ever-evolving human culture that we live in. Sometimes random things I want you to know, like, for example, today, the cost of gasoline in the state of California, stay with me, is $4.29 a gallon for regular unleaded. In the state of Florida, where I live, $2.83 a gallon. Pretty significant difference. And that is largely because of this little word that many of you are familiar with, some of you are not, called taxes, and the environmental stipulations on what California requires for their gasoline pumping extravaganzas. Otherwise, once again, we got some stuff to get into today. I want to have a conversation about it, and it's time to break it down. Oh, I love that one. Okay, so check this out. This guy, Osmond Gold, he's like a gamer on this platform called Switch, which I'm only vaguely familiar with, but he's super famous, and I caught this clip of him. I'm just going to let him drive the whole thing. Kind of a viral behind-the-scenes clip of everything that happened before Renee got sadly shot. Let's just show you the chaos and the context. I'm of the opinion that this man does a great job describing certain things around it. I want you to see it. So to start the video, check this out.
Bill, the clip is going viral if you want to check. Look. Who does this? Really, it's crazy. Who's laying on the horn? The woman that got shot. No concept of consequences? Yeah, exactly. And this is the problem, is that whenever you allow people to do stuff like this and you never have any consequences that are imposed on them, what happens is that they think that they're totally immune from consequences. Like if they had arrested her the moment that she was right there, I think that she probably wouldn't have gone to run anybody over. Then she wouldn't have gotten shot either. Like you have to keep in mind like what their goal is. Their goal is to disrupt ICE. So they're going to do the most that they possibly can to achieve that goal. Not facing the consequence for blocking traffic like this led her to thinking that she could get away with driving through the officer. Like, look at this. See, she's blocking the road the whole time. Look at this. It's crazy. People are trying to drive around her. It's random people, too. It's like they feel like they're on a private server where they can just do anything they want, hit anybody they want. If they negatively affect something, it's okay. And they're even trying to stop her. Oh, this is when they shot her. Yeah, of course. And you can see, again, he's directly right in front of the car. This is how I look at it. You look at a person who is repeatedly obstructing law enforcement over and over. They're given a direct command by law enforcement. They choose not to follow that command. There's a person that's in front of their vehicle, and then they accelerate the vehicle with the person in front of the vehicle. And you're going to tell me that that person is the one that's in the right? Why people actually believe ICE can't detain you? Because you have people that are content creators, different thought leaders in the country that are telling them that. They're telling them over and over, ICE are a secret police. They're Trump's secret police. They can't detain you. You don't have to listen to them. If you feed people enough of that, this hysterical psychosis, and then you send them out there, they're going to try to drive their car through an officer. If you're disrupting their operations, they have every right to detain you. It's a federal crime, and so they can arrest you. Anybody that does this and anybody that's promoting doing this is literally telling people that they want to die. You can't block law enforcement. You can't obstruct law enforcement. You can't drive your car into law enforcement officers. Like, these are things that you learn in kindergarten. And the fact is that we've had so many hysterical people on the internet that have totally, completely distorted the entire universe And they think that for some reason it's acceptable that they just go out and do anything they want.
These are things that you learn in kindergarten. I think he does a great job just summarizing why you don't want to put yourself in that kind of situation. On the flip side, though, I want to show you how some liberal streamers, and there's a lot of them, this guy, Pac-Man, whatever his name, David Pac-Man, I watch him and a few other people from time to time, even though I literally feel like I need a throw-up bucket next to me when I do it. I watch it because I want to see what they're telling their millions, and I mean millions of followers. And I just clipped a little bit out, and it's not to position it intentionally negatively, but every time they make a gross error on a very important topic like this, which is leading to a lot of violence, which I'm going to show you later in other clips that you may have not seen, they're getting it wrong, and they never apologize. There's never a mea culpa. They don't give a shit. Ooh, there's a fly. Help. They never give a shit, just like Rachel Maddow's bitch ass. Was that me talking? All right, check this out. This is David Pac-Man. 2 little clips of him, but I do want you to see it.
This is a story unlike any I have ever covered on the show, and it is one of the most disturbing stories, certainly of Trump's second term, never mind of the entire time that I have been doing this, and we deserve to describe it accurately. Renee Nicole Good, a 37-year-old U.S. citizen, a mother, a writer, was shot and killed by an ICE agent during a massive federal immigration operation in Minneapolis. The shooting was caught on video, multiple angles, clear footage. She was just driving away after being given conflicting information about what she should be doing. ICE agents surrounded her car. They gave conflicting orders. One agent said drive away, another said get out of the car. As she tried to maneuver away from the agents, an ICE officer fires 3 shots through the window. She drives a short distance, crashes, and dies in the hospital. I'm going to play it for you, okay? There's nothing particularly graphic in the video. It was not a foot chase. It was not a shootout. It was not someone charging at an officer with a vehicle nor a weapon. I'm not going to do a Zapruder-style film analysis of the video, but if you look closely, you will certainly notice that the officer was not at risk of getting run over. This was, even if you say, oh, well, she was disobeying a legal command, does that justify getting assassinated? So listen, here's the video. This is the United States of America right now.
Yeah, this is the United States of America right now, bro. And she was just trying to drive away with no context, that nutless monkey gives you of why she was sitting there horizontally blocking traffic like a psychopath with her car impeding all traffic, including normal people who were there probably minding their own business on purpose. So it's here we go with the Minnesota mom, just like the Maryland dad, horse shit. And guys like that spew it like that. There's one more, just, and once again, I followed, last couple days, his channel a little bit to see if he was like, oh, whoopsies, that's actually not true. He says it in that video, I believe, and then another one, that the officer shot her through the window. And in the video that I think I'm going to show you, if not, I'll just matter-of-factly tell you, if you can go look it up yourself. He says that the officer shot her a couple times through the window and then subsequently through the windshield. So essentially, shot her through the side window. I'm not laughing because it's funny. I'm laughing because how ridiculous it sounds to millions of people who actually believe it, which is actually really sad. Then he jumps on the hood and, pops her in the face after that. Those were the sequence of events that he described. And people just eat it up. And if you have that big of a platform, good for you, bro. But if you know you're spreading lies and also making people really angry, I'm going to show you some stuff about that. I know you've seen it too, but I bet I have some stuff you haven't seen, and you'll be like, damn, like, why doesn't the news show this stuff? Well, I'll tell you why, because it doesn't look good. Anyway, here's one more of this dude, and thank you for your patience watching it. It really does pain. If you're here, you probably don't like it either, but if you do like it, then hop in the comments and tell me how great this dude is and how wrong I am. I double dog dare you.
Looking for illegal aliens. Is that actually a legitimate law enforcement operation? Masked men are going door to door and looking to seize people with no warrant or proof of criminality. Is it a legitimate law enforcement operation? We're not going to adjudicate that here, but I raise it only as a question. I do not have higher hopes for JD Vance. He is one of the most deplorable and disgusting people that I have ever seen involved with government. But even the basics of what he is saying here really leave a lot to be desired. Now, JD Vance also never misses an opportunity to attack the media. And that is exactly what he did during this appearance in the White House press briefing room.
Being part of that network justify being shot?
Well, being part of the network doesn't justify being shot, but ramming an ICE officer with your car, that's what justifies being shot. It's not a good thing, by the way, but when you...
Now remember that the ICE officer was not rammed with the car. We have the video. They are rewriting history.
Somebody to engage in self-defense, it's almost a preposterous question.
How could it be self-defense if the guy wasn't hit by the car and refused medical treatment, saying that he was fine?
I'm not saying that funding some of this stuff justifies capital punishment. Nobody would suggest that. The reason this woman is dead is because she tried to ram somebody with her car and that guy acted in self-defense.
Understand that the video does not suggest that she was trying to ram anybody.
That is why she lost her life, and that is the tragedy. Now, there may be other violations of the law and other penalties that are associated with those violations of the law. For example, if you are funding violence against our law enforcement officers, I'm not a prosecutor. My guess is that's...
All right, anyway, that has nothing to do with this incident. Now he's talking about other
JD Vance, deplorable and disgusting. My question for you, you nutless monkey, this is a small channel, so he'll never see it, so it's really just cathartic to me, really, but why is he deplorable and disgusting? I think you are deplorable and disgusting for spreading those bullshit lies and not even apologizing for it. Let me show you a quick clip here of the actual POV footage, which is everywhere now. I got more clips for you that are much more like weird and interesting, I suppose, as we go along here, if you're willing to stick around. But like, you know, he says point blank there, oh, he was never hit by the car and they're rewriting history and all this stuff. Like, shut your... I bite my tongue on this channel because it's really bad for like organic sharing when I want to say certain things, and maybe later I won't have to worry about it so much. But man, it is really tough. Here's the full body cam. I put captions on it so you can see that these two dicks, I don't care about your sexual orientation or whose rug that you munch. Honestly, I really don't. But if you act like an asshole, no matter what's between your legs, especially antagonizing law enforcement, you are putting yourself in a fucking terrible situation on purpose. And it's your fucking fault.
Change our plates every morning, just so you know. It'll be the same plate when you come talk to us later. That's fine. U.S. citizen, former fucking veteran. You want to come at us? You want to come at us? I say go get yourself some lunch, big boy. Go ahead.
Out of the car. Get out of the car. Get out of the car. Whoa! Out of the car. Whoa! Out of the car. Whoa!
All right, moving on. This is interesting, and I thought you would want to see it. So, in the same light of all this fun that we're having, I love you guys, by the way, for being here. I don't care how many there are, but check this little snippet out that's just adding more context to this lovely, she fucked around and found out, really sadly, situation.
So the GoFundMe for Renee Good, the woman who hit the ICE agent with the truck and got slimed, that was set up by her wife, just surpassed $1.5 million. There was a mainstream media narrative that was saying that she was an innocent mother of 3 who was just terrified and fleeing for her life from ICE. Then the video from the ICE agent's point of view dropped, and it was clear that she was laughing and smiling and taunting him, and even smiled right before she accelerated at him. It's also come out that both women were a part of Minnesota ICE Watch, which is an organization that networks and trains with people so that they can go out and dox the locations and obstruct the operations of federal agents from ICE.
Networks and trains with people. I'm told she drove 5 hours from where she, I guess, lives in order to participate in chaos on purpose, sticking up for people who shouldn't be here. This whole notion that all of these illegal immigrants are the abuelas in the kitchen, making paella by themselves, and they're all like nice people. Maybe some of them are. But guess what? Because, once again, I've said on this channel a million times, because the border was so abused intentionally on purpose the last 4 years, now radical action has to take place to undo that bullshit. I just really don't understand how people don't understand that. It was abused on purpose. They blamed Trump for it while he wasn't even in office, literally on camera. The only reason the border isn't secure is because of Trump and his MAGA friends. Trump gets in office, he's like, what the hell are you talking about? Kook, locks the door. He's like, the fuck? You're like, oh, I guess we could have done that. The fact that people don't see that, many people, well, I guess about half the country, literally makes me think we live in clown world, upside down world, like some bizarre, fucked up episode of The Simpsons or something, which I never watched, but it sounded good to say. Was that agent acting a little bit overly defensively? Maybe. Did he have the right to defend himself? Yeah, he did. Partially because he was dragged by a car recently, by an automobile, by someone who was a criminal he was trying to arrest, and he's maybe got, a little bit of a short fuse. Maybe. There was a guy that I caught. Here, I'll play it for you. Class E is his channel. He's a bright young man. He covered the previous incident just briefly. I'll show it to you, just so you can see the context of where this officer's head is at that time. Then picture yourself in that car. You're dumb enough to stand there, drive there in the intersection sideways, honking your fucking horn, blocking all kinds of traffic in the name of illegal immigrants. And then officers are going to like arrest you or pull you over and get you out of there and God knows what. Probably arrest you. And you're just going to hit the gas like, fuck them. Anyway, this is what happened to the officer just not too long ago. As some more context for you.
There was another incident about 6 months ago in which, in a very similar situation, we understand, the officer was trying to make an apprehension, we are told, and at some point, the motorist did not stop, did not heed commands. That officer smashed the back window, tried to unlatch or unlock the front door, and that motorist took off, dragging the officer for about 100 yards. Apparently, he had to get stitches. Was not seriously injured, but a very similar incident. And, it is something that people here are talking about.
So, once again, just some context for you guys, and I'll put a picture of the screen of the officer here. Like, was he seriously injured? No. Was he pretty badly hurt? Yeah, like 30 some odd stitches and banged up to whatever degree, Is he going to lose a limb or nothing? No, but was it pleasant? Oh my God, no. So here he is in the middle of the street, and this crazy ass bitch is going to hit the gas right in front of him. I don't know. The dumbest thing I've ever heard of. And so many people have got the story wrong. It's very upsetting. And this whole undermining and underplaying the fact that a lot of important people on television are literally calling ICE agents the modern day Nazis has been going on for a while. The Gestapo, like, what the hell are you even talking about? Secret police of Nazi Germany and Hitler? Here we go again. Here comes the recession, the tariff recession. Here comes World War III, while he's mostly like trying to put peace where he can and killing bad people in countries that shouldn't be run by those bad people and things like that. But oh no, that's not good. He's just only trying to, fan his ego and get rich. because nobody gets rich in government, right? Yeah, that's right. Nobody gets rich in government. Here's some clips of the mayhem that these leftoid... God, I'm doing so good. I want to swear so bad, and I'm not going to swear. I have sworn, but I'm not going to swear that much more, I hope. But they have whisked these nut jobs into a feral frenzy, and they are attacking federal officers, among other things, all over the country. You want to know how I know? Because it's all over the internet. Check this out.
Oh, wow. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. This is
Yeah, nothing to see there. Just like normal standard behavior going on here. And I don't know, that one dude, dipshit Pac-Man, whatever his name is, he's like, this is the America we live in. No, bro. This is the America that we live in. What I'm about to show you, because of dumb fucks like you. There, I swear again. God, I'm sorry, guys. I'm really upset by all this stuff. I'm raising kids in this country, for God's sakes. Death, death, death to ICE. I think there was a Palestinian flag. That is what's going on in our country. You want to know why? Because the television is breaking people's brains. See, I did good there. You guys proud of me? Probably not really. I'm gonna read you a post from the infamously beautiful Maze Moore on X. Put it on the screen for you too. This was Minnesota last month. This is illegal and dangerous. It happens regularly. Politicians and media encourage it. Basically what I'm saying, which is obvious. If this happens enough times, someone will lose their life. It's inevitable and is not the fault of ICE. That happened before this incident that I'm covering today extensively and painfully. And here was the clip that he posted. Check it out.
Get attacked. They're surrounded and they're being attacked. We only have a few officers, but we have, what did they say, 60 to 70 agitators that are fighting them, and we need help.
This group is getting larger here, and they're chasing after ICE.
This operation turned chaotic fast. Protesters throwing snowballs and shouting.
We only have a few officers, but we have, what did they say, 60 to 70 agitators that are fighting them. They're not answering their phone now, so I don't know if they got knocked out or what, but we need help.
ICE says officers sustained multiple injuries, including cuts. Local police did not find it necessary to intervene.
Local police did not find it necessary to intervene. Why would you do that? Why would you want to help law enforcement getting mostly bad guys and definitely illegal people out of the country? And once again, this notion that like all these U.S. citizens are also being scooped up accidentally and shipped off to God knows where. Where are the videos of that? Where's the documented John Smiths or even Mexican people that are supposed to be here? Like pick a name, whatever name you Mexican. I'm not even going to do that. Where are they coming forward and saying, you know what? Yeah, they shipped me to Caracas on accident when I got picked up in an ICE sting at Home Depot. And then they were like, oh, I'm so sorry. Here's a free breakfast and some travel miles. You want to know why? Because that shit didn't happen. And if it did happen, it's like 0.001%. And I'm sure, well, we'd be responsible and that would be bad. But mostly, once again, we are taking radical action to undo the bullshit. You want to know what bullshit is? I think I have a clip from the last couple of videos. Check this out. This is the bullshit right here that I didn't vote for, right here. And Whoopi Goldberg's like, well, I didn't vote to unearth a bad person out of Venezuela and blah, blah. Shut up. I didn't vote for this shit, but check it out. Oh. What the hell is that? Watch that shit again. millions, I think upwards towards 3 million illegal immigrants were deported under the Obama administration. And no one said a damn word. You want to know why? Because the television told them nothing or that it was okay. And then everyone's like, okay. Like, dumbass. What is wrong with you people? Like, you only believe what the television tells you? You liberals? Like, is that how it is? Is there no other information out there that would suggest in the last, I don't know, 4 years since 2020 that maybe you're not getting the right story? Oh, never mind. All right, well, here's a couple NBA basketball players, and we're almost done here, don't worry, that I really respect as players, and one was very close to me personally because he played college basketball in my hometown, who is describing this situation in front of millions of people, like a lot of these people do, using their famous platforms and all of their status and money, acting like a couple of fucktards.
What happened in Minnesota was a straight up murder, in my opinion, and it's awful. This lady was probably trying to go home. To me, we're attacking brown people.
It's shameful, really, that in our country we can have law enforcement officers who commit murder and seemingly get away with it.
Yeah, we're attacking brown people, even though a psychotic lesbian white girl was murdered by doing something really stupid. Great call, Doc. You're the man. Hey, stick to pick and rolls and shut the fuck up. How about that? God, I'm just going to keep cursing. It feels really good, guys. I'm really sorry. I'm going to bleep out like half of them this evening before I go to bed, with any luck. And one more, I found this channel. This dude is a really cool cat. Kingdom Reacts. Yeah, and while I'm on a roll of being like mostly inappropriate on this video, this is like perfectly in line, but I found it fantastically entertaining, and I absolutely I don't want to have hate in my heart for anyone. Really, I don't. I do, but I don't want to have it. But Harry Sisson, that little Democratic puppet boy, he looks like a gay Peter Pan or something. Like he's like a fictionist character who does nothing but lie because he's getting paid a lot of money to do it. And it's so obvious. Like, dude, like what happens when you're older? You're going to look at these videos and be like, you can't just... Anyway, Kingdom Reacts. Shout out to you, bro. This is dope.
Supposed to be another wait for the investigation story. Then people saw the actual footage, not the headlines, not the spin, but the actual footage. And suddenly the people yelling the loudest started walking backwards.
This is the gayest shit in the history of gay and shit.
Let me make this abundantly clear for all the MAGA people at home who still seem somewhat confused. Fuck ICE and fuck that ICE agent who killed that woman in broad daylight. If you think somehow that was self-defense, you are delusional and you have no understanding of the law. And also, fuck the people who are defending it. Not only did that woman lose her life, but her son, who's 6 years old, his father died in 2023. Now he has nobody left. And people are saying, oh, she should have got out of the car. Yeah, fuck them. Was that clear enough?
Fuck off, bait. This wasn't a murder, it was suicide by cop. This bitch drove 5 hours away from her child and home. She went and left her home to go and defend illegal immigration. Immigrants that don't give a fuck about her white ass. And now she's dead because of her poor fucking choices. I don't understand why white people are the biggest advocates for their own replacement. You are importing people who hate you and want to steal from you. And the first people who are affected by it are black people, by the way. These people come into our community, segregate themselves, and take all the wealth and power and influence away from blacks and whites. If she did nothing wrong and she's a victim, then James Fields did nothing wrong during Charlottesville. Pull your panties up, white niggas.
Wow.
Yes. Wow. Well, man, Andre didn't do and blah, blah, but it's just too real. I love that. I get the biggest smile when I see stuff on the internet where people are just like in their own skin and calling it as true as you could see it, and not afraid to apologize when they're wrong also, which is very rare. But I'm a new fan of that dude, like Kingdom Reacts. He's got a great channel and a huge following too, so shout out to him. Someone commented, gave me a little crap about calling Kamala. So I always make these jokes in the channel if you haven't seen, like here and there, and I'm gonna keep doing. I got buttons on here that does a lot of funny stuff. I always say, like, Kamala, like, what do you think? We're going to happy hour, Kamala? And it's just this one. No. What? Kamala?
No.
That's my favorite. And someone's like, that's not how you pronounce her name. You don't call her Kamala or whatever. I'm like, what do you mean? And I'm like, Big Bill. Well, how do you say it?
Kamala.
What about Joe? Let's see if I can find Joe.
Probably should not have said that.
No, you can say it. It's fine.
And somebody breaks in my house, they're getting shot.
No, I know you're going to. Hey, take it easy.
No.
No, wait, it's not.
Probably should.
Stay to. No.
Why there aren't uprisings all over the country.
Wait. Oh, yeah. Okay, sorry. Okay, I found Joe. Check it out. Joseph, are we allowed to... How do we pronounce it? Just let me know.
Kamala.
So I was right the whole damn time. That's pretty much what I got for you tonight, guys. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like for me. Even subscribe if it feels right. If you need a little more Evo TV time in your life, cursing and all, YouTube thinks you might like this video right here. And in the meantime, I want you to remember this.
I'm your huckleberry.